Well, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Dave, the Lutheran cook, and today I'm going to prepare some pasties. So I've got a little bit of potato in my bowl here now. I'm going to dump in the carrots. Okay, I've diced up the potato about that big. I've had about, let me show you, about that big. I had 4 potatoes, so I put those in here. And I just realized I left my ground beef in the refrigerator. So this is about a half of a large sweet onion. So I'm just going to dump that in here too. So, excuse me while I go get my ground beef. I'm getting about 1.5 pounds of ground beef here. So here we go. Here's my ground beef, and I'm just going to crumble this up into the potato, onion, and carrot mixture. Now, pasty is it's a meat pie, and sometimes I call it a hand-held meat pie. Miners in northern Michigan, they would often bring pasties with them to work in the mines. They would use their lamps then to heat up the pasties at mealtime, and they held them in their hands to eat them. Now we don't hold them in our hands to eat them, but most people like to have ketchup on their pasty. Some people, like my brother-in-law Barry, would rather have beef gravy on his pasty. I don't know why. Sounds kind of crazy to me, but to each your own. Okay, so here we go. Almost got all this mixed up in here. Over there I've got some pie shells that not pie shells, well, yeah, I guess you could call them pie shells, that I bought at the store. And so we'll be making up the pasty as soon as I get this all mixed in here. Okay, so that's about 4 potatoes, half of a large sweet onion, a bag of shredded carrots, and, I forgot where I was. 4 potatoes, 1.5 pounds of ground beef, shredded carrot, and about half of a sweet onion. Now, I'm going to pepper this up a little bit. Okay, Janelle, don't wig out. I'm using pepper, yes, and I know you think I use way too much pepper, but little sis, don't worry, it comes out just perfect. So, here we go now. Put some salt on there. One of the things that is used in the traditional pasty is rutabaga, but I don't care for putting rutabaga in my hand. So then after you get all that in, just kind of mix it all together, getting the potatoes and the ground beef, the onion, and the carrots all kind of mixed together here. My mom used to make these all the time, and she made great pasties. My sister Eula has the best luck making pasties. I don't know if any of us can make a dough like she did, pastry dough for making these, so that's why I just kind of buy mine. So there we go. I think that's mixed together enough. Let me wash my hands again here. There's my towel. All right, so now I'm going to take some of these pastry shells I've already unrolled. They are not holding together well. These are organic pastry shells from Kroger. I didn't realize I was buying the organic version when I got them. And you can see from the one I'm going to bring over now why I say they're not that good. It's just all kind of falling apart here. So let me put this one kind of back together again. Okay, there we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 1/2 cup measure, and I'm just going to dig into this and put about a heaping 1/2 cup in the middle of each one. Okay, nothing is cooked ahead of time. It's all going in here raw. My oven is set for 350 degrees, and they'll bake for about an hour. So, here we go. Let me put a little bit more in this one over here. And I think I can put more in each one of these. I'm going to just do a little bit more in each one here. Okay, there we go. Here we go. And now what you do is you start and you pull it to the middle, pull this to the middle, pull this up this way, seal that all right there, and then pull this up this way and seal it right there. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one up and show you, what it looks like after you seal it all together. So there we go. So there's one. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing here. Pull up this side and this side, kind of push it together, and then pull this side up, seal that together, pull this side up, seal that together, and they may not look pretty, but they sure will eat well. Okay. Okay, and this one is a mess. This one is going to be mine because it's so messy. All right, see, it's just coming out the side there and everything. Oh, I hate that. Okay, now let me get 3 more of these. I think I'm going to do 2 more right now. That one's all coming apart now too. And this one here. All right, so now I'm going to put heaping half cup here and a heaping half cup here. That one doesn't have too many potatoes in it, so I'm going to just grab some more potatoes to put in that one. There we go. Okay, now pull up from one side, then the opposite side, pull it all together, pull up from this side, okay, and then put that down, pull up from this side, okay, cover up the middle as best you can, mold your pasty together. Okay, I'm just going to put this one over here for now until I get this one up. Ooh, this is a big one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, so you can probably do 3/4 cup of filling in each pasty. And my recipe is in my cookbook, Cooking with Dave the Lutheran Cook. So if you would like a copy of that, I will put my email address at the end of the video. And I don't print them ahead of time. What I do is I send them out by email, and then you can either print it or save it on your computer and use it as you like. I don't charge anything for it because I'm not sure if I'm breaking any copyright laws with it, with some of the recipes I put in. So, all right, so let's see here. Okay, so this is the 6th one here. If I could reopen some of those, I would. I might try that, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Up and over, up and over, and up and over, and there we go. Okay, one of the traditional ways also of making pasty is to put them into a pie pan and, put the bottom crust in and then the upper crust and, make a pie out of it. But I kind of like making the individual pies a little bit better. And they heat up really easily, so if you I'm making extra here there's 2 of us, I'm making extra. And so if you make a little bit extra, that's okay. They freeze well, and you can reheat them either in the microwave or into the microwave or in the oven. There we go, I'm getting my mind straight here. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to still have a little bit extra here. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, and now pull this end up. Whoop, get it sealed in the middle there, Dave. Okay, there we go. Now, okay, now I'm going to just put these on the sheet here like this. Okay, now let me wash my hands. Okay, going to use a fork, and I'm just going to put some holes in each one of them to vent. Just don't want them exploding at all. Whoops. I'm trying to put 4 in each one here. Oh, that one's getting 5. Okay, there we go. So now, here's the pasties ready to go in the oven. And they are going to be some mighty good eats here. Okay, so I'm putting it in the oven. All right, now, I have a little bit left here. So what I'm going to do with my little bit of leftover is I'm just going to put it into this pan here. And I'm going to push it over to the side. Get some foil. I'm already changing my mind on how I want to do this. So I'm just going to take some foil like this, and I'm going to dump this pasty mix onto the foil and just kind of wrap it up in this foil. Don't want any of this to go to waste, so there we go. And I'm going to move my pan over a little bit here in the oven to make room for this foil packet to go right there. All right, so that's about how you make a pasty. And now, through the magic of television or camera work, whatever you want to call it, here is how the finished pasties look. I'm first going to pull out this foil that I put some in because it was a little bit extra.
Be careful of the grease stuff.
Yeah. Now, can you help me here, honey?
You want me to hold the camera?
Oh yeah, why don't you hold the camera for me? Okay. There we go. And now, here is how those, ooh, good thing you are, those finished pasties look. Little alliteration there, huh? So now what we're going to do is we're going to serve them up on our plate, put some ketchup on them because we refuse to use gravy, and then we're all set to go. So, once again, this is Cooking with Dave, the Lutheran cook. God bless, have a good appetite, and make these pasties soon. They're great with a nice cold beer. Goodbye.